the story before, but because we saying that I might as well. But you know, I caught Young Buck in that time.
Oh,
I never heard that story.
You know he ain't gonna tell 50.
Young Buck slipped and threw a two-piece. Buck fired back almost instantly, but not in the way anyone expected. Here's the tea. Fat Joe went on his podcast claiming his crew jumped Young Buck 20 years ago. And Buck's response? Some of the funniest clapbacks we've seen in a minute.
One nigga caught the...
What he do?
Even the barber hit him.
So what he do? Even the barber.
Even the barber hit him?
He hit us with the mop bag. Yo, it wasn't like that. This, that.
Fat Joe says he's never shared this story before. Back at a Chicago festival, when G-Unit and Terror Squad were beefing hard, Joe claims his crew caught Young Buck slipping and threw a two-piece. Buck fired back almost instantly, but not the way anyone thought. Instead of getting violent, he flipped the whole thing in a comedy, posting AI-generated fake news clips roasting Joe for bringing this up 20 years later. Before we break down exactly what both sides said, we got
jump. I tell you, I had I had the ugly niggas with me.
My bad. I'm just thinking little lines again.
No, I'm just telling you, it was like this. Yo, it happened.
I never heard this story. This is the first time.
Like it's mad dark, and there was somebody up on the second thing. He's like, "Yo, Crack, you hear me? Look up. Oh, it's Young Buck. I got a water bottle in my hand. Out of here. I throw the water bottle up there. I said, come down."
This hasn't been confirmed by any major outlet yet. Some forums are talking about a two-piece biscuit EP from Buck, but Complex and Hot New Hip Hop haven't verified an actual track drop. What can we confirm? Everything that went down on the podcast and social media. And trust me, there's enough drama here to go around. Let's break down exactly what Fat Joe said on his show. Joe hosts a podcast called Joe and...
Story, or you want the story?
I want the story.
I never heard
So I'm getting off the stage, and it's dumb dark. Like, it's mad dark. And there was somebody up on the second thing. He was like, yo, Crack. But I just got off stage. I'm ripping it down. Chicago, I'm walking out and said, yo, Crack, you hear me, nigga? I look up. Oh, it's Young Buck. I got a water bottle in my hand. Out of here. I throw the water bottle up there. I said, come down. Come down. Come down. Yo, I'm going crazy.
Oh.
I don't never get...
So then he comes through with video versions supposedly heading to Netflix. Tony Yayo and Uncle Murda were guests on this episode, and that's when things got really interesting. Fat Joe kicked off the story saying, quote, "I never told anybody this story before." The incident allegedly went down in Chicago after a festival, right in what Joe called the peak of the beef.
And so when he comes down, he's in the staircase and he's trying to tell me like, yo, this ain't got nothing to do. But he was just talking crazy. He tested me to see if Fat Joe was pussy. You know, a lot of niggas is pussy. They act
Joe,
like
you
they
sure
tough,
he just
but
wasn't
you catch
saying
him.
what up? Like he said,
hell no. It was at the height of the beef.
Oh.
So he's in the staircase, yo, I wasn't this and that, but he poked his head out just 1 second over the cop.
That time frame puts it between 2004 and 2008, when G-Unit and Terror Squad were going at each other hard. According to Joe, darkness had fallen outside the venue when Young Buck started fronting, yelling, "Yo, Crack, you hear me?" Joe says he responded by tossing a water bottle at Buck and shouting, "Come down here," with some choice words attached. That's when the police formed a barricade as things started heating up. What happens next? That's where the story gets wild. Joe says once Buck came down the stairs, he tried to play it cool like nothing had happened seconds before. But here's the kicker. By then, Joe's crew had seen enough. He called them the ugly ones, meaning his Terror Squad associates, and they allegedly delivered a two-piece, slang for landing two punches. Tony Yayo's reaction says it all. He sat right there on the pod.
Losing my mind, right? Like, yo, come there. Come. He had a bunch of niggas with him too, a bunch of Chicago dudes with him, right? So the cops come and they form like a barricade. Like there's like 5 cops. They close the staircase so he won't come. he took too long to come down, by the way. Like, you know, when you see a nigga, you ready to tear him up. You down.
Get there.
Yeah. He's taking too long, right? And so when he comes down, he's in the staircase and he's trying to tell me, like, yo, this ain't got nothing to do. But he was just talking crazy. He tested me to see if Fat Joe was. You know, a lot of niggas, they act
Joe,
like
you
they
sure he
tough,
just
but you
wasn't
catch
saying
them.
what up? Like he said.
Oh, no, it was at the height of the beef.
Oh.
So
think about that for a second. Yayo ran with G-Unit the whole time, and if one of his teammates got caught slipping at a festival, wouldn't he have known? That reaction alone has people questioning just how real any of this actually is. Joe also mentioned that Jeezy and Fabulous supposedly witnessed the whole thing, but he joked they never tell the stories when he comes out on top.
yo, I wasn't this and that, but he poked his head out just 1 second over the cops thing. That nigga caught the. Come on. Niggas like, oh.
What he do?
Even the barber hit him.
So what he do? Even the
Nigga said even the barber hit him?
He hit us with the mop bag. Yo, it wasn't like that. This, that. Then we jumped. I tell you, I had to, that was.
After
I
he
had
got
the
punched in
ugly
the
niggas
face, he
with
said,
me.
my bad. I'm just thinking little lines against
No, I'm just telling you, it was like his. Yo,
Young Buck didn't waste a second responding, but it's how he responded that's getting everyone talking. There was no classic aggressive clapback. Instead, Buck hit Instagram, posting satirical AI-generated breaking news clips. Basically, he turned Fat Joe's claims into a full-blown comedy skit. The first post read, "Breaking news just dropped. 20 years later, Young Buck is finally out of the ER from that Fat Joe two-piece."
Story. This is the first time.
I'm telling you the truth.
That's great. Not
There's
believe
a lot of stories we never heard. He
don't want to come up here.
he can't come up here anyway. Because the nigga ain't down with the movement no more. He can't come up here. Say his part. What you gonna say? I'll tell him in his face. Come on, Jada.
Two kept the joke rolling, claiming Buck was finally released from the Nashville ER 20 years after that Fat Joe whooping, and that he'd make a full recovery in another 4 to 6 decades. Things get even messier when you remember this all ties back to 2012 at the BET Awards, when Fat Joe and 50 Cent patched things up after Chris Lighty passed. Young Buck finally settled his debt with 50 Cent in August 2024, selling off assets, music catalog, cars, jewelry worth over $1 million to cover about $250K he owed. By this point, these guys were living in completely different phases of their lives and careers.
Call Young Buck.
Tell the story, because he ain't gonna tell.
Man, he got 2-piece legend. Like,
Oh.
hey, Young Buck, man, that nigga front on me. He said,
Cracking jokes about being stuck in the ER for 20 years. Apparently, that's better than going bar for bar over Fat Joe, over something that allegedly went down 2 decades ago. But this is hip-hop, and things can flip fast. If a verified diss track drops, if 50 Cent gets involved, or if more people start speaking out about what really happened in Chicago, this could blow up big time. For now, though, it's Fat Joe telling stories and Young Buck just laughing it off, even offering him a biscuit. Drop a comment and let me know, do you believe Fat Joe's version, or is this straight up cap? And make sure you're subscribed, because if this beef heats up, you know we'll be covering every